I'm going to talk to you all from the subject of I am a king. And what I'm speaking of is going to have you walking out of here from this day forward in your life to recognize that you are a king and you don't carry yourself as anything less from this day forward. Now, that's just because you have this king mindset, it doesn't mean you ain't going to experience some adversity in your life. Some of you have already experienced these things in your own right. Some of y'all have dealt with the loss of somebody that you've loved. Some of y'all have dealt with adversity from your classmates, maybe from teachers, maybe from people you even come across on a regular basis that tell you what you can and cannot do. Like you've dealt with that adversity before, but those days are done because you're going to have this king mindset. I'm going to equip you with the things that you need necessary to have the mental fortitude in life, to be in the relentless pursuit, to maximize your relationships as young men, to accomplish the goals and the dreams that each and every one of you have for yourself, to raise the level of expectation of your family members and the friends, the people you interact with on a regular basis. And gentlemen, from this day forward, you will eliminate the word quit from your vocabulary. Martin Luther King Jr. has some amazing quotes, but one of my favorite quotes by MLK is this: in order to change your life, gentlemen, you have to change your mind, because your mind is the standard of any man. I'll say it again so you can catch it. In order to change your life, you have to first and foremost change your mind, because your mind is the standard of any man. Gentlemen, you have to believe and know that in order to change your life and your circumstance, it's all up here. And you have to believe that you have the capability, the characteristics, the uniqueness to be able to do so. So the word king, as we know, is spelled K-I-N-G. And what I did was I developed an acronym for that word. And an acronym is a fancy term meaning that each letter in the word king stands for another word. And these words that I give you make up the embodiment of what it is to be a king. Now, there's one thing that I do, and I do it everywhere that I speak, and it's not any different. It doesn't matter what school I'm in, it doesn't matter what church I'm in, it doesn't matter what business I am in. And it requires your audience participation. So I need your energy and passion this morning to be my energy and passion. We're going to get this thing started. On the count of 3, I need you all as young men to put some bass in your voice and yell out TC speak as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3. TC speak. Well, let's get into it then. The first letter in the word king is a K. And that K stands for knowledgeable. Some of y'all were talking about knowledge earlier and looking to gain that. We will step into that right now. Knowledgeable. When I say a king is knowledgeable, yell out what that means in your own terms. I want you to be comfortable. I want you to be confident. There are no right or wrong answers. When I say the word knowledgeable, what comes to mind? Shout it out, whatever you have. Cerebral, wise, intelligent, good. Someone who is knowledgeable is intelligent. They are wise, they are aware, and they are well informed. Gentlemen, no king can rule until he is first and foremost aware and confident in who he is. He knows where he knows who he is, and he knows what he comes from. No king rules first until he understands his heritage. And when you understand what you come from, when you know who you are as a man, bro, you walk with a different level of confidence. You walk with a different level of swag. You got a little bit more pep in your step. You got some bass in your voice, and it changes the way that you interact with other people because you know who you are and what it is that you stand for as a man. You are just that confident, and that's important. You got to be knowledgeable. Be who you are. When you know who you are, gentlemen, it changes everything. So some of y'all are saying to yourselves, well, how do I go about attaining this knowledge? I'm here to tell you it's in your DNA. That's who you learn who you are and what it is that you come from. And you don't have to go far. Go to your parents. Go to your mother. Go to your father. Go to your caretaker. Sit down, have an honest conversation with those people and ask them to tell you their story. Like, for real, learn some things about your parents that you don't know. Because 9 times out of 10, they done been through some things that have shaped them into the people that they are today. There's some things that they experienced that they have going on, and there's a reason why you have nervousness in certain situations. There's a reason why you react to certain situations the way that you do, because it's in your DNA. It's built into you. Sit down and have that conversation with your parents starting today. Ask them to tell you who they are, what they come from, what they've been through. Then branch out and take that same message to your aunts and your uncles. Ask them to tell you their stories. Go to your grandparents and your great-grands and ask them to tell you the same thing. Maya Angelou has an amazing quote, and she once said, you can't know where you're going until you understand where you have been. And for our people, that's one of the biggest drop-offs that we have is that, bro, we don't talk about what we come from or what we've been through, so we don't have no direction. How can you go where you want to go and what you want to accomplish in your life if you don't know what it is that you've come from? Because when you understand what you've come from and what it took for you to get to where you are in your life, it changes perspective on any and everything that you do as a man. It changes everything.